Yo, so what's going on, guys? It is Pone, and I'm bringing you guys some Team Defender right now. This is one of my first few games that I ever played on Team Defender. I was still kind of adjusting to it, the idea and the concept behind it, who dropped the flag and where they dropped it, and it was just kind of a cool idea, and I was experimenting with it. And this was before I started building tactics for the game on how to build it. This was just me carelessly rushing. It turned out to be a pretty decent game, so hope you guys enjoy it. I want to talk about rushing in this game. I want to talk about my thoughts on it and how it has actually changed from the previous Call of Duty. So in this game, I'm using the MP7, in my personal opinion, the best close range gun in the game. Let me repeat, brother, the best close range gun in the game. The thing just tears through people. It is an instant noob cherry popper. If you guys are struggling with the rushing game, this is the gun that I would definitely request you guys to use. If it ever came down to the situation that if I actually needed to pick one gun to keep in this game and never ever have to choose another one, it would be the MP7. The was the PP90? Yeah, the PP is a great gun when running around with the silencer. It's even decent if you were using a different attachment. But I do not think it is as good as the MP7 overall as a rushing gun, because the MP7, you're going to beat every gun close range, whether or not it's the UMP45, the PP90, a shotgun, trolling old shotguns. It is going to beat every gun close range. And it is magnificent. I don't think it's overpowered. I think it does take a few bullets to kill a guy, but because of the rate of fire and the recoil reduction on the gun, it proves to be one of those guns that is just comfortable. And I think it's great because this game has changed. How I have mentioned that this game is so much different nowadays. It's definitely not the old slutty hag that we're used to in Call of Duty. This game takes a little bit more skill, and you have to adhere to the actual game, the surroundings, and the weapons, and you have to find and match your gun with the playstyle. It's like, yeah, it's a matching game. That's what it comes down to. If you're going to rush, use a rushing gun. Don't rush around with the ACR. You know why? Because you're going to get bitch slapped. No one wants bitch slap. Nobody wants that. Actually, I like that. That's kind of hot when it's in the mood, but when you're not in the mood, when you're playing video games, no one likes bitch slap. So that's what it comes down to. If you want to rush, try the MP7 out, guys. Seriously, I don't put any attachments on it. I put extended mags. The silencer's not half bad either. It's going to depend on the map. Something like Hard Hat or Dome, the silencer's cool and all. They don't know where you are. Come behind them. Come on them. Whatever you got to do. Take advantage of them because it's the best gun in the game. The UMP45 is pretty solid in rushing. The PP90 is pretty beast out there. But other than that, there aren't really too many other solid rushing guns. The FMG9, which is a secondary, is actually pretty beast. So if you wanted to, kind of balance and, compensate for a ranged weapon such as the ACR, go ahead and try something like the FMG9. Don't akimbo wield it because I think that's overpowered. You put two of the strongest guns side by side, and that is just wrong. And I think it's even less recoil. So I hate seeing the FMG9 akimbo. I think it's the cheapest thing in the game. I really, really do. So whenever I see somebody using it, I feel bad. But because it is so strong, it's a great thing. And I found this out the hard way. I called in Juggernaut, took a corner, got mowed down by akimbo FMG9s, didn't even have a chance. So when the FMG9s can take out a Juggernaut, as quick as, I could take out him, there's something wrong. So, like I was telling you guys, there are a few ways to play Team Defender. Tactically with the team is probably the best way. You can play carelessly, just rushing around. Most people don't play this game the way it should be, and that's with a more competitive touch. So you guys can play this without friends if you want to. It's a lot more entertaining when you do have buddies and you guys can have fun with it. But, in the meantime, like I said, rushing guns, you got to make sure it works. If you're playing on the proper map, maybe something like Underground, you want to compensate with the close, medium, and long range. You're going to want to pick something like the G36 or the Scar H. You got to use the gun that you're going to need to, because the MP7 versus the Scar H in a long range situation is going to lose. So that's what it's come down to. The guns are actually meant to be used in the quarters that they're meant to be used in, and I think that's great. I mean, before I could run around with the ACR in Modern Warfare 2, and that gun was just virtually no recoil, and it was an amazing gun, and I could even be successful with that in close range. Nowadays, you're going to lose 9 out of 10 gunfights with any short-range weapon in close combat situations. And that's just how it is. That's how it is. And now close-range guns do not work at all and are very, very ineffective, whichever, at long range, and I think that's balance, and I think that's something we've been aching and wanting so long in Call of Duty, but now that it's actually here, we're like, yeah, I don't want Taco Bell. You're like, you're totally wanting something else. You're wanting back to that familiar zone that we previously had. Quick scoping's easy now. It's easy, but it's hard to do because rushing around is not as simple to do with a sniper rifle. So that's been my talk, my preach on rushing in this game. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. It's been Team Defender. Get it.